It's still there. This is the one that falls. Scorekeeper.
Maybe, yeah. We got this is a debut for multiple Donaldsons today. We got one in the score box, Big Donald, or Big Donnie, and then Little Donald, Morgan Donaldson, making her first appearance of the season today. Backup goalie for the Ridley Tigers today is Riley Baxter from the U18 Nepean team. Jaylee McKinnon, Ryan McMullen starting at forward for Nepean. Isabella Donaldson, a D. And number 16, Morgan Donaldson. Woo! Dom Ryu in nets for the Wildcats this afternoon, backed up by Lily Sargent with Serial Deer out this game. Otherwise, a full lineup for the Wildcats. No Canada today. I guess we got no music. We are the regular music guy not here today, so hopefully the scoreboard operates as expected. Nepean Wildcats in second place and a tie second place for the OWHL U22 Elite standings. Ridley Tigers in last place. Wildcats control the face-off. Houston sends it in deep behind the Ridley net. Isabella Donaldson keeps it in at the blue line, sends it back around the boards. Houston goes after it in the corner, cycles it towards McMullen. Helped out by McKinnon. McMullen gets a hold of it, centers it. Houston gets it right back to McKinnon. McKinnon gets a shot, save made early by the Ridley goalie. McMullen picks off that pass. Can't quite get a hold of it though, as Ridley tries to regroup in their own end. Ridley gets the puck out. Alessia Longo coming off the bench, picks it up, slides it ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to toe drag, loses it, and Ridley comes back the other way. Mulvihill goes after it for Nepean. Mulvihill, cross ice pass over to Hollingsworth. She'll get it into the Ridley zone. Behind the net, Samiga looking to go after it for Nepean. Kept in by Rio Francis, who sends it behind the net. Hollingsworth picks it up. Puck still loose behind the net. Longo takes a backhand shot, saves, made another shot, pad save, third shot, maybe hit the glove. Few good scoring chances there for Nepean right off the hop here. Longo now down low to Hollingsworth, tries to backhand it through the middle. Picked off by Ridley, and they'll get it out of the zone. Rio Francis, though, sends it right back in as the Wildcats go for a change. O'Connor comes in on the forecheck. Ridley getting it across center, sending it deep behind the Wildcats net. Gibbs along the boards with O'Connor. Starting pass. Ends up in the crease, still loose, picked up by Gibbs here. Gives ahead to O'Connor. She makes a move, skates it into the zone. She's got Bray with her. Connor changes it up. Gets knocked down from behind. Now Ridley looking to get a bit of a break. Kate Viel will go back and get that puck as the Ridley forwards go for a change. Viel now from behind her net. Long pass ahead. Not quite handled by Bray. And the Tigers send it back into the Nepean zone. Viel's pass over to Jones. Jones chips it up along the boards. Goes after it. Ridley centering. Ends up in a shot. Turned away by Reed. McMullen with it now along the boards. Skates ahead. Gets through 3 Ridley forecheckers. And now a Ridley defender. Tries to center it. Pass knocked down. Gets it back. Another pass to the front. One-timer attempt by Gardner. Save made. Jones keeps it in at the blue line. Down low to McMullen. McMullen back to Jones. Jones sends it around the boards. Houston picks it up behind the net. Cycles it over to McMullen. Now Ridley picks it up in the corner. Chip it forward. McKinnon keeps it in. Ridley just gets it out now. They send it down the ice. That will be icing. Malay McMullen at the dot for the Wildcats. Wins the face-off. McKinnon sends it over towards the boards. Donaldson. Morgan Donaldson. We have to be a bit more specific. Sends it along the boards. Houston with a shot. McMullen gets taken down. No call. Morgan sends it over to McMullen. Her shot off the side of the net. McMullen gets it to Houston. Houston can't quite get the shot off. Morgan Donaldson now. Over to Jones. Jones to Houston. Back to Jones. Jones behind the net. Spins. Cycles it along the boards behind the net. Longo goes to get it. Longo throws in towards the net. Gets deflected to the side. Hollingsworth backhands it to the middle. Picked off by Ridley. Samiga on the forecheck keeps the puck in. Now Ridley does get it out. And Samiga picks it back up at center ice and skates it into the Ridley zone. Stops up at the half boards, gets a pass to Hollingsworth. She gets it taken away. The puck comes out. Nepean has to get back on side. Longo backhands it in. Mulvihill goes after it. Ridley's long pass over the boards. Gets to Isabella Donaldson. She sends it in behind the net. Where Alessia Longo will pick it up along the boards. Longo sends it into the corner and chases after it. Now Hollingsworth battling. Kicks it ahead. Longo picks it up out to the blue line. Mulvihill. Back to Longo. Cross ice over to Bella. To Samiga. Samiga's shot. Glove down. Save made by the Ridley goalie. Yeah. No shot count today in the arena. Have to get the intermission updates from our statistician. Puck kept in by Mulvihill. Now taken by Ridley. Now get it out of the zone. Connor chases after it. Gets it deep into the Ridley zone. We go behind the net. Brianna Bray on the forecheck. Mulvihill playing the puck along the boards. Ridley getting it back behind their net. Gardner going in to take it. She works the puck back to the blue line over to Rio Francis. Francis back to Gardner. Gardner skates to the middle. Mulvihill, McMullen with it now. Pass across to Houston. She drops it back to Viel. Viel over to McMullen. One more pass. No one there. Good chance for the Wildcats there. Viel now across to Francis. Gets a stick on it, off the glass. McMullen picks it up. McMullen just outside the ringette line now. Dangles into the middle. Takes a shot, save made. Rebound comes out, still loose. Kicked away by Ridley. Picked up by Houston. Francis across to Viel. Viel along the boards. Helped out by Gardner now. Now McMullen comes in. She gets a hold of it. One-timer from Houston. Gloved down by the Ridley goalie. 13:05 to go in this opening period. Still no score. Shot count heavily in favor of the Wildcats at this point. Viel over to Francis. Francis shoots it towards the net. Save made. McKinnon in front. She'll go get the rebound in the corner. Sends it behind the net over to Houston. Houston back out to the Viel at the blue line. That puck comes out. Wildcats will have to get back onside. And some of them go for a change. Ridley comes back out. Long pass. That's just out of reach. That should be icing, and it is. More of a face-off in the Ridley end.
Come on, girls, take the tape.
Sydney Samiga taking the face-off for the Wildcats. She's got Hollingsworth and Longo to her right. Jones and Gibbs behind her. Ridley takes the face-off, but Longo picks it off. That pass gets out of the zone. Jones will take it off the boards. Work it over to Gibbs. Gibbs now tries to get it to the middle. Deflected by Ridley. Jones goes after it. She'll take it into the zone. Jones behind the net. Picked up by Samiga. Jones sends it off the glass. Keeps it back into the corner. Samiga backhands it to the middle. Hollingsworth has it knocked away from her. Samiga gets it back though. Backhand in the middle. Back to Hollingsworth. Her shot. Glove down by Ridley. Donaldson's sisters back out there again. Morgan and Bella. Morgan with the puck now. Over to Bella. Bella sends it ahead into the Ridley zone. Longo goes after it. Behind the net. Longo controls the puck. Changes directions in the corner. Gets it over to Bray. Tipped by Hollingsworth, I think, just wide. Ridley now skates it out. Deflected puck goes in behind. In the net. Morgan picks it up over to her sister Bella. Bella up ahead to Bray. Can't quite handle it. Ridley knocks it back towards the Nepean end. Ridley skates it into the Nepean zone. They take a shot. Glove down by Ryu. That might be the first shot of the game that Ryu has faced. .11:10 left to go in this opening period. Face-off taken by Wildcats. Isabella over to Morgan. Morgan pass to Gardner. Gardner keeps it, sends it ahead now. Bray chases after it in the corner. Gardner comes away with it. Has her stick lifted. Stays with it though. Mulvihill keeps it in. Mulvihill's shot gets deflected away. Picked up by O'Connor. Has the puck knocked away. Ridley tries to get it out, and they do. Mulvihill now skates in, turns it around, drops it over to McKinnon. Her shot blocker save made by the Ridley goalie. McMullen gets the puck in the corner, sends it over to Mulvihill. Back to McMullen. Her pass hits a skate. Ridley's happy just to get out of the zone. Mullen, though, picks it right back up. Francis sends it cross corner deep into the zone, goes for a change. Jaylee McKinnon on the forecheck for Nepean. Now Houston going up along the boards. Ridley maintaining possession, though. Sending it out ahead, picked off by McKinnon. McKinnon's down the right side, tries a centering pass to Houston. Houston in the corner, sends it back out to VL. VL plays it back along the boards into the corner. Houston tries to center it, gets deflected. McMullen gloves it down. Centers it to McKinnon, quick shot. Save made, or maybe it was blocked. Ridley behind their own net now up along the boards. Just trying to get out of the zone. And they do. Gibbs picks it up for Nepean, over to the VL. VL stops up in the zone, sends a pass cross ice. Alongo, her shot over the net. Hits the back glass. And Ridley gets it out of the zone. Icing waved off as that's deflected. Gibbs goes back to get it. Sends it up along the boards. Longo battles with Hollingsworth. Now Gibbs gets it back. Longo skates out with it. Cross ice pass. Gets it to Samiga. Samiga tries to center it to Hollingsworth. She's tied up though as the puck sails through the danger zone. Longo now picks up the loose puck. Drops it back to Morgan. Donaldson along the boards. Still battling. Puck comes out. Morgan chips it towards the net. And Ridley skates back the other way. They get it across center and try to send it in deep, but it's picked off by Bray. She'll send it over to Jones. Goes off her skate into the Ridley zone. Icing waved off here. As Ridley gets to the puck first. Shot attempt deflected into the corner. Donaldson now battling in the corner with O'Connor. Loose puck picked up by Jones. She sends it ahead to Gardner. Goes off the boards though. And a shot from the blue line by the Tigers. Glove down by Dominic Ryu. Still no score, 7:42. Not a lot of whistles so far, not maybe the fourth or fifth. Long shot goes off McKinnon's skate into the corner, centering pass. But the net is off here. As Ridley has a little bit of pressure here in the Nepean zone. Looks like the scorekeeper has arrived, giving Donaldson Sr. the rest of the day off. Shot on net again. Turned away by Ryu and covered up for another face-off in the Wildcats zone. The referee goes down, face-off taken by McKinnon here now. She gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Mulvihill, tries to send it ahead. Ridley just tries to get it out of the zone, kept in by McMullen though. She takes along the board, centers it to McKinnon. McKinnon shot off the post and wide. Best chance of the day so far for the Wildcats. Ridley tries to get it out, kept in by Bella Donaldson. She sends it in along the boards to McMullen. She spins. Gets it, tries to get to Houston. Picked up by Ridley and cleared out of the zone. Mulvihill goes back for it for the Wildcats. She skates into the Ridley zone with it. Cuts to the middle. Puck gets knocked away, kept in by Hollingsworth. Ooh. Looked like it was on the line, but referees are calling that offside. Look good from here, but I guess they have a better angle than we do. But, and we got a shot count now, 13-4. As Ridley works it out of the zone. Centering pass taken by Longo. She'll throw it towards the boards and go get it herself. Tries to get to Samiga, knocked away. As Ridley now maintains the possession in the Wildcat zone. Francis applying the pressure along the boards. Centering pass picked up by Hollingsworth. She's got Samiga with her 2-on-2 here. Biel coming to trail. They get the Biel on the side. Her shot deflected into the netting. And out of play. Face-off won by Ridley. Longo takes the puck behind the net. Out to the corner. Hollingsworth in to help out. And Samiga plays it back to Gibbs. Gibbs over to Jones. Just got it down in the corner. Changing directions. Works it along the boards to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to center it. Her pass. Stop. And Ridley comes away with it. They get it across center and they'll just send it in deep and go for a change. Ryu stops up behind her net. Jones picks it up. Jones cross ice. Samiga gets a stick on it, deflects it over the glass, out of play. In by Ridley. Ryu sends it into the corner. Is it Brian Donaldson gets it? Go ahead to Gardner. O'Connor picks up the loose puck now and skates into the zone. She's got Bray on her left side. Send it to get to Bray. Oh, can't quite handle it. Good chance there. As Ridley comes back the other way now. Centering pass deflected towards the net, turned away by Ryu. Gardner in the corner now, sends it back behind the net.
Back there.
O'Connor goes after it for Nepean. Ridley plays it out to the blue line. On the boards. Loose puck now picked up by Bella Donaldson. Skated over center and sent in deep. She'll go for a change. Maggie Houston on the forecheck now for the Wildcats. She's got McMullen with her. She skates in the middle. Back to Francis at the blue line. Her shot blocked. Mulvihill picks it up. The Wildcats get back on side. And we've got a penalty coming up against Ridley for roughing. 3:59 to go. And we've got our first power play of the game. Wildcats with the player advantage here. 3:59 to go. Puck comes out of the zone. Mulvihill goes back to get it. She skates it back in. Backhands it towards the middle. Knocked away by Ridley. And it comes out of the zone. Hollingsworth gets it over to Houston. Houston now ahead across center. Cuts to the middle. In the corner, Houston with it behind the net, kicks it back to herself. They try and settle it down. The puck goes out to the blue line and out as Mulvihill picks it up. They're back across to McKinnon. And Wildcats are offside there. Minute 26 left in the power play. Yeah. Looked like the right call. Nope. Bounce off the boards to Houston. She sends it in deep. McMullen goes after it. Ridley tries to pick it up and they'll clear it down the length of the ice. Minute 10 left in the power play. Mulvihill with it behind her net. Ahead to Houston. Houston gets it over to center and into the zone. McKinnon goes towards the net. Houston drops it back to Hollingsworth in the corner. Hollingsworth over to McMullen, sorry. Out to Houston. Houston to Mulvihill. Shot. Covered up by the Ridley goalie. Samiga taking the face-off now for Nepean. 45 seconds left in the power play. Jones over to Viel. Viel pass gets through Samiga. O'Connor goes to pick it up in the corner. Longo now helping out with Samiga. .25 seconds to go in the power play. The referees will blow that down. And we'll get a face-off in the Ridley zone. Charlie O'Connor taking the face-off for the Wildcats. Gets over to Samiga. Samiga back to Viel. Viel back to Samiga now. Viel at the top. Back to Samiga. Back to Viel. Her shot hits a stick. Picked up by Longo. Viel over to Jones. Off the boards. Jones to Samiga. Backhands it. O'Connor, her centering pass gets deflected away. We're back to even strength here. Longo picks it up though. Takes a shot, misses wide. Jones along the boards, has it knocked away. Ridley comes back the other way. Popped up by Viel. Just skated ahead. Chase after it. There's Ridley. Tries to come back the other way. Gibbs now with it for Nepean. She backhands it, tries to get out of the zone, kept in by Ridley. Played behind the net. Centering pass picked up by Bray. She got a little one-on-one here, gets past one player. Still got the puck. Bray from the ringette line takes a shot, goes just wide. Along the boards, Gibbs down to Bray. Bray to Donaldson. Her shot deflects, hits the back glass. Bray goes after it in the corner now. Gibbs keeps it at the blue line, sends it down to Gardner. Her shot, save made. Kept in again by Gibbs. Over to Donaldson. She plays it off her skate. Morgan Donaldson skates it down to the corner. Plays it over to Gardner. Kept in by McMullen at the blue line. Back to Donaldson. Donaldson cross ice to Gibbs. Gibbs down to Bray. Bray to Donaldson. Morgan Donaldson makes a move, gets into the ringette line, takes a shot, gets deflected wide. Ridley trying to get it out of the zone. They finally do. Morgan Donaldson goes and gets it over to Houston. Houston skates in with it, makes a move at the ringette line, gets in tight, and has the puck knocked away. 4 seconds left. That'll do it for the period. Icing waved off. No score after one. But the shots 18-5 in favor of the Wildcats. We'll be back after the flood in a little over 12 minutes. Welcome back to the Steve Yzerman Arena here at the Nepean Sportsplex for period number 2 between the Wildcats and the Ridley College Tigers. Still no score after 20 minutes of play. Wildcats out shooting the Tigers 18-5 in the opening frame. Seem to be having some door troubles here. Trying to close the arena door. Or the Zamboni just drove out, I guess. Actually, no, the Zamboni went out the other door, so let's see where the players came on. Okay, I think we got her closed up now. Referee does a little check, thumbs up. And we're ready to start the second period. Face off, won by Nepean. McKinnon backhands it to Houston, and she scores 7 seconds into this period to give the Wildcats a 1-0 lead. Maggie Houston with the goal, assisted by Jaylee McKinnon. Off the face-off from Malay McMullen. That didn't take long into the second period to get the Wildcats on the board. They'll go right back and try and do it again off the face-off. Ridley sends it down ice. That will be icing. Waved off for some reason. Ahead, Houston picks it up. She got McMullen with her. Houston shoots off the post. She almost had 2 goals in 25 seconds there. McMullen centers it to Houston. Houston tries to get it to McKinnon. Played by Bella Dawson. She sends it off the backboards behind the net. Backhand shot by McKinnon. The save is made by the Ridley goalie. And we'll get a face-off. Good start to this period for the Wildcats. Oh, and Lynn Landry finally shows up. I'm not sure where she was, but she's back on the bench. Oh, car troubles apparently. It is a very cold day if you're not from Ottawa and you're watching from somewhere warmer. We got temperatures minus 20, something like that is the high today. So it is frigid out there. Francis over to Longo. Hollingsworth picks it up, skates it into the zone, drops it back to Samiga. Her shot, pad save made by the Ridley goalie. Mulvihill picks up the rebound, sends it back along the corner boards to Hollingsworth. Her shot, tries a sharp angle, hits off the side of the net. Ridley now trying to get rid of it, but Nepean controls it again. Ridley finally skated out of the zone. Francis stops up the player. Ridley now into the tight. Shot blocked by Samiga. Francis putting on pressure against the boards. Longo picks up the loose puck. Tries to get it ahead to Mulvihill. She knocks it down. She skates through between 2 defenders. Chip shot. Blocked. Save made by their goalie. Ridley gets it back the other way. Gibbs goes after it for the Wildcats. Plays it up along the boards. Long shot towards the goalie, bouncing puck, stopped by Ryu and covered up for a face-off in the Wildcat zone. Try that again here. Face-off won by Nepean. Gibbs tries to go cross ice off the boards, but it's kept sent back in by Ridley. Ridley's offside though, so gives Nepean lots of time to play this puck. Bray picks it up, backhands it out of the zone, and it goes the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Ridley tries to get it out of the zone. Kept in by Bray. Connor trying to play pressure though. Cross ice pass made by Ridley. Gibbs goes back to help defend. Excellent chance for Ridley there as Ryu made the first save. The rebound was available, but the Ridley player's shot went over the net. O'Connor now coming back the other way, spins in the corner. Gardner goes in after it. Taken away by Ridley. He skates it out of the zone and sends it in behind the net. Jones picks it up for Nepean. She skates ahead, up ahead to McMullen. Tip pass, tries to get it to McKinnon. Turned back away by Ridley. Saucers by Jones to Houston. She gloves it down, gets it ahead to McMullen. McMullen makes a move towards the middle, backhands it to McKinnon. Her shot saved, made, rebound. Comes back out. Morgan Donaldson keeps it in at the blue line, gets it over to McKinnon along the boards. Back down to Houston. McKinnon in front. Save made again. Jones takes that puck, skates it back into the zone and sends it deep into the corner. Nepean goes for a change mostly as Ridley plays it out. Skates it into the Nepean zone. In tight shot towards the net. Turned away by Ryu and now covered up along the side of the net for a face-off. 16:10 to go in the second period. 1-0 for the Wildcats. Off the goal by Maggie Houston. 7 seconds into this period. Samiga at the face-off dot for the Wildcats. Face-off won by Nepean. Isabella Donaldson gets the puck deep. Hollingsworth picks it up at the opposite blue line. She's got Mulvihill with her. Backhand shot, save made and covered up by the Ridley goalie. Samiga tries to go back over to Mulvihill. Pass knocked away by Ridley. Ridley gets it out of the zone. Samiga sends it right back in behind the Ridley net. Longo in on the forecheck. Loose puck picked up by Hollingsworth. He gets knocked down and Ridley comes back the other way. Longo picks it up again now. Across the blue line into the corner. Takes a quick shot. Turned away by Ridley goalie. Kept in by VL at the blue line. Sends it back towards Hollingsworth along the boards. Bray now in on the forecheck. Really tries to get it out. Kept in by Francis. Sent towards the net. Bray gets knocked down. Gets the puck over to O'Connor. With Gardner now along the boards. Ridley skates out with it. They will get it out of the zone. Sent it down the ice, icing the call here. O'Connor at the dot for the Wildcats. Runs it back to Bray. Bray, quick shot, goes wide. Jones pinches in, plays it back in the corner of the boards. Ridley plays it around Gibbs, can't quite keep it in. And that's her offside. As the puck bounces back into the zone. Bray gets taken down along the boards. Really comes out with it. Gibbs now with the puck. Plays it ahead. Picked up by Bray. She's got two teammates with her. Sends a shot on. Rebound comes out. Cleared out by Ridley. Behind the net, Bray again. Has it knocked away. In the corner, Gibbs goes after it for the Wildcats. That puck deflects out of play. And we've got a whistle for a face-off. Loose puck off the face-off, cleared deep by Ridley. Isabel Donaldson skates after it to get the icing call. Just tuning in, Morgan Donaldson, number 16, making her season debut for the Wildcats. Out with an injury up until this point. Playing alongside with her sister, Bella Donaldson, right now. McMillan saucers it ahead to McKinnon. Can't quite handle it. Puck stays outside the zone. Now taken in by Houston. She makes a move, gets in tight. Shot. Goalie gets just a piece of it. Knocks it wide. Bella keeps it at the blue line. Her shot deflects wide. As Houston goes to play it along the boards. Cycles it down to McKinnon. Below the goal line, McKinnon skates it out. Still battling for it along the boards. Ridley comes away with it. And they'll get it across center. That pass towards the middle, deflected. Ridley will play it from the corner. Knocked down by Bella Donaldson. Bella comes out with it, ships it ahead to Morgan. Morgan goes after it. Backhand, flips it out of the zone. Houston grabs it, bells it down. She's got McMullen with her. Tries a saucer pass, knocked down out of the air by the Ridley defender. Nice play there. And then Ridley comes back the other way. Laporte with it for Ridley. Has the puck knocked away in the corner. Her centering pass bounces off the side of the net. And Dom Ryu quickly able to glove that down for a face-off. Face-off won by Nepean. Rio Francis sends it hard along the boards. Picked up by Hollingsworth. Gets past one defender, but then runs out of room. Or loses the puck. As Ridley defenders come back on the back check. Now battling for it in the corner. Still Hollingsworth goes after it. Behind the net, picked up by Longo. She plays it off the boards over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill makes a move towards the middle. Backhands it towards the net, gets deflected wide. Samiga picks up the loose puck. Out to the blue line. One-timer attempt by Francis, gets blocked along the way. Ridley tries to clear it, and they do. Mulvihill cross ice to Samiga. Samiga gets it back into the zone. She skates to the middle. Her pass hits escape, picked up by Longo. Longo centers it, just behind Hollingsworth. Ridley now gets it out, coming the other way. Longo applying pressure on the D there. Biel's pass hits a Ridley player, but loose puck picked up by Hollingsworth, and she'll send it in deep to go for a change. Ridley now trying to come back the other way. Biel send it in behind the net. Jones picks it up for Nepean. Changes directions. Backhands it across the boards. Bray tries to get it ahead to Biel. Ridley keeps it in. Jones now behind the net. Skates it ahead. Her bouncing puck goes over Houston's stick, or O'Connor's stick, but now Bray gets it. Tries to backhand it to Gardner. She gets tied up though, and Ridley comes back the other way. 2-on-2 here. Donaldson playing a puck along the boards. Good defensive play there, taking the body. Ridley able to keep it in. Blocked shot by Gibbs. Morgan Donaldson up ahead to Bray. She gets it across the blue line. She's got O'Connor streaking to the middle. Tries a centering pass. O'Connor can't quite connect. As Nepean goes for a change, Ridley looking to break out here again. Long pass. Bounces through some traffic. Facing waved off. Morgan Donaldson plays it out to the corner. Gibbs knocks it free. McMullen picks it up. Her centering pass picked off by Ridley. Long shot, glove down by Ryu. Puck still loose. Now McKinnon tries to get it ahead to Houston. That will be icing. Shot count 29-10 now with 10:21 to go in this second period. Score is still 1-0. After Nepean scored off the draw in this second period, 7 seconds into it. Donaldson sends it off the board. That's going to be tracking right on net. And we'll have a face-off in the Ridley zone. McMullen taking the face-off for the Wildcats. McKinnon grabs the puck, takes a shot, gets blocked. McMullen tries to go between the legs with a shot. I'm not sure if she got it off or the save was made. Ridley now back the other way. Long shot turned away by Ryu. Behind the net, Mulvihill plays it out to McKinnon. She tries to chip it ahead to Houston, but is knocked down by the defender of Ridley. McMullen now on a pseudo breakaway, drops it back to Houston. Her pass deflects into the corner. And McMullen goes 1-on-3. Helped out now by Hollingsworth. Ridley able to get the puck out to the boards and out of the zone. Bella Donaldson gets it back in deep. Hollingsworth goes after it for the Wildcats. Now Samiga on the forecheck. Really able to get it out of the zone. But Longo picks it up, has it knocked away. Picked up by Morrissey for the Tigers. She'll try to change directions as VL steals the puck from her. VL down the wing, pass over to Samiga. To Longo, her shot, pad save made. And the second shot goes wide. Another good chance for the Wildcats there. We've got a penalty coming up. Holding. As Sid Samiga, I think, was held down in the corner. Ridley will go. And Ridley player going to the box. Wildcats on the power play. For the second time this game. Face off on Nepean. VL. Samiga leaves it for O'Connor. Now Samiga gets it back off the boards. Tries to get to O'Connor in the corner. Centering pass. Turned away or picked off. And Tigers get it out of the zone. VL now. Across to Jones. Jones tries to play it forward. Taken by Ridley. Sent down the length of the ice. Ryu leaves it for VL. Samiga comes to help her out. Samiga makes a move. Up ahead to Jones. She wipes out. And that's going to be icing. Minute 23 to go in this power play. Ridley controls the face-off. Ridley gets the puck in deep. Fiala goes after it for Nepean. McKinnon battling for it with Nepean. Ridley comes out with it. Now Longo skates away through center. Longo's pass. It's a Ridley player. And they're able to send it down the length of the ice. Ryu drops it off for Mulvihill. Mulvihill skates it into the Ridley zone. Out to Houston at the blue line. Houston across. McKinnon, who plays it off the boards. Tries to get it down to Hollingsworth. McKinnon picks it back up. Takes a quick shot on net. But the goalie is there to make the save. Cover up the rebound. 20 seconds left in this power play. McKinnon down low. McMullen. Sorry, Hollins with one-timer to McMullen. Shot goes wide. Picked up by Houston now. She drops it back to McMullen. Picked up by Mulvihill. Over to McKinnon. Cross ice to Houston. Back to Mulvihill. Shot hits a stick. McKinnon gloves it down. It's a shot on net. Covered up. by the Ridley goalie, and the power play is over. We're back to even strength. 6:47 to go in the second period. Shot count now 33-11 in favor of the Wildcats. Ridley wins the face-off, and they'll skate it out of the zone. Shot on net, deflected by Ridley. Ryu have to be ready for that one. She covers it up for the face-off. Carly O'Connor taking the face-off for the Wildcats. Face-off won by Ridley. One-timer shot goes wide. O'Connor loses the puck, but Gardner picks it up. Can't get out of the zone. O'Connor now stealing that pass, gets it ahead to Bray. Bray still battling for it in the corner. Got O'Connor with her. This puck played along the boards. Ridley gets it over the middle. Now skate out of the zone. Morgan Donaldson on D. Back check by Gibbs. Morgan Donaldson now plays it up along the boards. Kept in by Ridley.
Get in there.
Donaldson applying pressure on the boards. Ridley able to keep it in again. Ridley shot goes wide. Hard shot. Just misses. Along the boards now. Samiga battling for it with O'Connor. Donaldson comes away with it. Plays it over to Gibbs. Gibbs ahead to Hollingsworth. She makes a couple moves. Has it knocked away. Morgan Donaldson now tries to backhand it out. Taken by Ridley again. Centering pass. Gloved by Ryu. Bit of pressure from the Tigers there. Wildcats finally get it out. McKinnon now in one-on-one. Well defended. Hangs on to the puck. Gets to Houston. Houston shot scores. Maggie Houston from McKinnon. Again, second time we've heard that today. 2-0 Nepean. Great play by McKinnon. Find the trailing Houston, who picks the corner and gives the Wildcats a 2-0 lead here. 4:43 to go in the second. Houston applying pressure on the forecheck. Gets the puck in deep. Picked up by McKinnon. He plays it over to McMullen behind the net. Her pass gets through. Francis plays it back down to Houston. Houston now makes the move at the blue line. Backhands it towards the net. McMullen maybe trying to tip it. It goes wide. Francis on the deep pinch keeps it in. McMullen now battles within the corner. Comes away with it. Her pass finds Isabella Donaldson, who shot. Gets to the net, but his save is made. Houston to Francis, back to Houston now. Now Francis at the blue line again. Her shot gets through. Rebound goes into the corner, and Gardner will pick it up. Gardner skates towards the middle. She's in tight. Can't quite maintain the handle. She cycles it over to Viel. Bray along the boards now. He plays it deep in the corner. Gardner loses it. Kept in by Viel, though. Viel skates in along the side of the boards. Gets it down to Bray. Bray backhands it just wide. O'Connor cycles it over to Bray. Bray now plays it back out to Viel. Viel across to Jones. Jones shot. It's like it might have hit Connor in front of the net. Kept in by Jones in the blue line. She flips it deep into the corner. Glove down by Ridley, and they'll skate it out through the middle. That shot deflected. A pass deflects in deep. Taken by VL. You guys have tried to get a long pass up to Hollingsworth. Bray tries to get a piece of it. Now VL to Jones. Jones tries to get it in deep. Hollingsworth picks up a loose puck. And she'll skate back into her own zone with it. They'll turn and throw it off the boards. Picked up by Longo. Longo across the middle. Gets it into the zone. Skates into the corner with it. Stops up behind the net. Ridley takes it, throws it, sends it off the glass. And they'll get it out of the zone where Mulvihill will pick it up. Mulvihill skating around with it. Over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth makes a couple moves, gets in tight. Hollingsworth shot. Save made by the Ridley goalie. Now with the puck again, she'll turn it around and get back into the Ridley zone. Cross ice pass along, Longo shot just wide. Samiga goes after it for Nepean now. Cycles it back behind the net. Hollingsworth chases after it. Ridley trying to get it out of the zone. Trying to get it out of their zone, but it's picked up by McMullen. She comes right back into the Ridley zone. Sends a puck towards the bench where Hollingsworth is changing. And couldn't play it really though. Ices the puck here. We'll get a face-off. A minute 37 to go. We've got some tired Ridley players out there and they're not able to change after that icing. See if the Wildcats can take advantage here. McMullen on the face-off. This is the line forward line that's got the goal so far for the Wildcats. Houston keeps it in and gets to McMullen. Has it taken away. Houston knocks it free. The puck comes out of the zone. McMullen picks it up though. Sends it cross ice where Morgan Donaldson will pick it up. Chip it forward and get it into the Ridley zone. Ridley coming back the other way. They'll just send it in deep. Played by Bella Donaldson into the corner. Picked up by Maggie Houston. Houston skates it towards her net. Plays it off back forwards to Bella Donaldson. Gets it out of the zone. Ridley tries to get it back in, but they're offside. Face-off won by Nepean. Francis plays it off the boards ahead to Gardner. Lateral all along the boards now. Puck comes into the Nepean zone. One shot blocked by VL. Loose puck played by VL. She backhands it, tries to get out of the zone, but it's picked off by Ridley. That shot goes wide. VL now plays it off the boards to herself. She'll skate ahead with it. Tries to flip it forward. Knocked it ahead by O'Connor. Loose puck now picked up by VL. We get it across center and into the Ridley zone. Third pass tried to get through to Gardner, was knocked away. 5 seconds left here now. Ridley gets it out of the zone. Gardner with it. And that will do it for the second period. Wildcats getting a pair of goals from Maggie Houston to have a 2-0 lead after 2. Shot count 38-13. We'll be back in a little over 12 minutes after the flood for the third. All right, we're back for the third period here at the Steve Eisman Arena at the Nepean Sportsplex. Wildcats with a 2-0 lead over the Ridley College Tigers. Houston takes the face-off. Skates it into the Ridley zone. Puck behind the net. Now picked up by Ridley. They'll get a pass out into the zone. Knocked loose by Houston. Centering pass taken by Bella Donaldson. She'll play it over to the boards towards McKinnon. Kept in by Ridley. Bella Donaldson over to Morgan. Morgan up along the boards. Tries to get it to Houston. Picked up by McMullen. Stops the pass over to McKinnon. She'll skate away with it. Now into the corner. Jaylee McKinnon with it. She's got Malay McMullen helping her out. Puck comes loose. Picked up by Ridley. Ridley cross. Nice pass. Hits her player in the leg. They'll get it across center and send it in deep and go for a change. Bella Donaldson tries to get it loose, but it picked off by Ridley. Shot goes wide of the net. Morgan Donaldson now skates it out behind the net. Centering pass deflected ahead by Longo. She'll get it herself. Get in tight. Her shot. Blocker save. Paddle save made by the Ridley goalie. Samiga plays along the boards. Back to Longo. Back to Samiga. Her pass gets past a couple of Wildcats all the way down the other end where Ryu will play it over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill now. Her pass off the boards to the Ridley player. Hard pass from Ridley right to the center of the front of their net. Puck knocked loose by Longo. Picked up by Hollingsworth. She'll play it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill skates in. Her shot off the crossbar. And out of play, hits the Ottawa flag behind the net. Close call there. Mulvihill off the crossbar. Ridley controls the face-off. They'll send it out along the boards. Francis pinches in deep, keeps it in. Behind the net now, O'Connor tries to battle for it. Ridley plays along the boards. Bray grabs the loose puck, sends it back behind the net. Gardner trying to pressure it. Kept in by Bray. O'Connor goes after it in the corner. She gets pinned. As Gardner goes now, trying to play it. Knocked loose by O'Connor, taken by Ridley, and out of the zone it goes. Yell, quick pass to Gardner. He makes a move and gets it ahead to Bray. Bray in along the boards. Has the puck knocked loose. Still battling for it. Ridley tries to get it out, and they do. Jones tries to pick it up, can't quite get a handle on it. Goes after it in the corner. Plays along the boards. Houston will take it for Nepean. She changes directions. Tries a long pass to McKinnon. Taken by Ridley. McMullen gets a piece of that pass, but Ridley maintains possession and will come out of the zone now. Long shot blocked by Viel. Second shot deflects wide of the net into the corner. McKinnon goes after it. Ridley maintains possession, gets a shot towards the net. Hits a body in front, down low. Ryu makes the save. Ridley in the corner up the blue line now. Houston steals the pass. He's got McKinnon with her.
Get back!
It's a 2-on-1. Back to McKinnon. McKinnon over to Houston. Goalie sprawls out. Houston tries to make the pass out front. Longo finally gets there, but unable to get a shot on the open net. Longo picks off the pass. Scores in tight to make it 3-0. Longo stripped the defender for Ridley of the puck. Gets an unassisted goal to make it 3-0 Wildcats. Hollingsworth, quick clearing. Pass ends up on net. So we'll have a face-off in the Ridley zone. 15:37 to go in the third period. Face-off won by Nepean. Bray over to Mulvihill. Her centering pass taken by Ridley and cleared out of the zone. Bray goes back for it. She'll backhand it over to Bella Donaldson. Donaldson, quick up pass to Gardner. She can't quite get a piece of it though, and that'll be an icing against Nepean. Gardner with the puck off the face-off. Gets it over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill cuts to the middle. Can't get the shot off. Sends it back behind the net. Mulvihill hit hard into boards. No call. She's slow to get up. Bella Donaldson goes after it in the corner. She tries the long pass off the boards to get to Gardner, but he's picked off by Dingwell. He gets stripped. Nepean getting away with one there. Pad save made by Rio on that shot. Behind the net, Ridley skating out towards the blue line. Kept in, picked off by McMullen. She sends it ahead. McKinnon races after that. She'll beat out the icing. Along the boards, Francis keeps the puck in. Her shot hits a Ridley stick on the way and goes wide of the net. Houston now battling in the boards with it. Puck comes out to the blue line. Kept in by Viel. McMullen goes back to the blue line now to get it. Throws it towards the net. Loose puck bounces in front. McKinnon takes a swipe at it, but Ridley able to clear it out of harm's way. And they'll skate it back the other way. Ryu gets a blocker on that. Not to knock it down. Francis picks it up behind the net. Her pass to McKinnon behind her. Just past the Ridley defender, icing waved off. Houston now on the forecheck with McMullen. McMullen 1-on-3. Puck comes loose, picked up by Houston. She backhands it back in the corner of McMullen. She sends it to Hollingsworth, who goes back towards McMullen. McMullen frees the puck over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth in tight. Gets a shot off. Save made. Puck goes in the corner. Ridley goes after it. They'll get it out of the zone. Long shot, glove down by Ryu. No rebound. We'll have a face-off in the Wildcats zone. 13-14 to go in this game. Long shot goes wide. Jones goes after it along the board. Tries to chip it forward to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth, her pass picked off. Longo knocks the puck down. Now shot on net. Save made by Ryu. Ridley plays it into the corner. Gibbs goes after that. Her pass ahead to Samiga. Just comes out of the zone with Ridley. Picks it back up and sends it in deep again. Jones goes after it for Nepean. Changes directions below the goal line. Her pass ahead to Bray. Bray now back towards Longo. Longo plays it off her skates, has it knocked away at the blue line. Bray picks it up. Bray plays it back to Isabella Donaldson, ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth backhands it in deep. He goes for a change while Bray goes after the puck in the corner. Bray now, played by two Tigers, cycles it over to O'Connor. Bray gets it back, cycles it now to Gardner. Gardner out of the corner, cuts towards the middle. Has the puck knocked away, Bray takes the shot. Doesn't get to the net. Ridley looking to clear it out off the glass. Kicked down by Morgan Donaldson and played into the corner. O'Connor goes after that. As Ridley tries to clear it out, and they do. Bella Donaldson, though, skates it across center and sends it right back into the Ridley zone. Ridley tries to get it out. They don't connect on that pass. Gardner now with the puck back in the Ridley zone. Touch pass from Bella Donaldson to McMullen here. McMullen in tight. Makes a move. Backhand scores. Nice goal by Malay McMullen. Looked like she was going to go forehand. Then switched it up and went backhand top shelf to make it 4-0 Nepean off the pass from Isabella Donaldson. What do you mean? What are they arguing? Oh, no, definitely. I think. Definitely. I think it made it the back bar.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Face off won by Ridley. Try to play up the middle. Loose puck picked up by McMullen. She makes a diving attempt to get it towards Houston and does. Houston now tries to get a shot. Oh, good save by the Ridley goalie. On the shot from Jordan Mulvihill. Good effort by McMullen and Houston. Keep the puck moving forward there. Oh, loose puck. Houston gets a piece of it. Francis tries to keep it in, but it comes out of the zone. Francis now sends it deep into the opposite corner. Houston on the forecheck gets a piece of that. Backhands it to McMullen. McMullen over to Mulvihill from the ringette line. Her shot on target hits the goalie. No rebound. Shot count 47-19 with just under 11 minutes to go in this third period. It's the only game of the weekend for the Wildcats. They have an exhibition game on Tuesday. They'll play the OWHL de Bourget College. Tuesday night, 8:30 is the time of that game. Longo chasing after the puck in the corner. Jones keeps it in along the boards, and now Ridley gets it back out. Riel goes after it in her zone. Riel's pass knocked down by Ridley, all alone and tight. Glove saved by Ryu. Probably the best chance Ridley's had all day. In alone. Ryu stands tall, flashes the leather. Off, controlled by Ridley. Centering pass picked off by Samiga though. She's got Longo towards the middle. Samiga stops up, tries to get it to Hollingsworth. She's tied up. Hollingsworth chips it back behind the Ridley net. Ridley tries to clear it out. Gibbs keeps it into the blue line and sends it back deep into Ridley territory. Ridley able to skate it out of the zone, cross center. That shot blocked by Donaldson. As Longo gets over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth now across to Morgan Donaldson. Her centering pass gets to O'Connor. She gets tied up though. Sends another puck through the crease. Bray with it now. Tries to get it back to Connor. Connor gets knocked down. No call there. Ooh, and Bray gets knocked down as well, away from the puck. Referee's not calling much here today. Mulvihill plays it up along the boards. Connor tries to knock it down. She finally gets it back in deep. Gardner goes in after it along the boards, chips it ahead. Ridley comes away with it. Bella Donaldson picks up the loose puck. Gets it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill skates it out. Across center and into the Ridley zone. She cuts to the middle. Her shot deflects wide. McMullen now keeps the puck in at the blue line. Skates in, gets through a couple of players. Ridley knocks it out of the zone. Bella Donaldson goes back after it. As Houston comes off the bench to help her out. Houston makes a move in her own zone. Ships it forward. Gets through to McMullen. She's got one-on-one. Houston now trailing. McMullen makes a quick pass. Houston can't quite get a piece of it. It's cleared out of the way by the Ridley defenders. VL with the pinch now along the boards. Plays it behind the net. Or Houston will grab it. Houston over to McMullen. Back to Houston out to Francis. Her shot. Deflected attempt by McMullen. Hit a player in front and didn't get all the way through. McMullen goes and gets it out of the corner though. Gets it back from Francis now. Pad save made by the goalie. She deflects it into the corner. VL keeps it at the blue line. Backhands it over to Francis. Francis back to VL. She reaches for it. Grabs it at the ringette line. Her shot. Save made. But the rebound knocked in by Maggie Houston for the hat trick. And to make it 5-0 Nepean. Let's say that's Houston from VL and Francis, if my memory is correct. Puck back into the Ridley zone. Longo battling for it in the corner, helped out now by Samiga. Now Hollingsworth goes after it. Behind the net, Ridley tries to clear it out. And they do. Knocked down by Francis though. She'll take it across center and perimeter on the boards behind the net. Samiga goes in after it for Nepean. Ridley trying to get rid of it again. Now picked up by Longo along the boards. Loose puck. Picked up by Hollingsworth. She gets it over to Longo. Longo drops it to Samiga. Her shot scores. I think the Samiga went 5-hole there. And give the Wildcats a 6-0 lead. Face off one by Nepean. Bray picks up the puck, skates it into the Ridley zone. Bray takes a shot towards the net. Goes just wide. Gardner now in the corner. Plays it off the boards. Gets past Jones. He'll go after it. Behind the net, Gibbs picks it up. Gibbs backhands it back towards Jones. Jones plays it in the corner and goes after it. Tries to play it up off the boards, kept in by Ridley. Now picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor skates it out into the Ridley zone. O'Connor along the boards, gets back behind the net, tries to center it. Stopped up by the Ridley goalie and covered up for a face-off in the Ridley zone. 5:50 to go in this third period. Face-off won by Nepean. Bella Donaldson, Morgan Donaldson, over to Maggie Houston. Ridley though, able to clear it down the ice. Played by Ryu. Bella Donaldson spins back over to Morgan. Morgan up ahead to Malaya McMullen. She gets it over to Houston. Houston has the puck knocked away at the ringette line. Ridley will chip it out of the zone. Bella Donaldson over to Morgan. Morgan skates it across center into the zone. Tries to get it in deep. They're offside though. As Ridley clears it out of the zone. Bella plays it across to Maggie Houston. Houston now over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill across to Hollingsworth. She's got some space. She's in tight. Her shot off the helmet of the goalie and out of play. Referee checking with the goalie to make sure she's okay after taking a puck off the helmet. She seems to be all right. Ridley controls the face-off. Longo goes in after it on the corner. Now Ridley comes away with it. 2-on-1. Smigo in the back check. Pass over to the corner. Francis plays it up along the boards. Long shot. Glove down by Ryu. Yell. Takes the face off. Tries to play it off the boards ahead to Bray. Picked off by Ridley. Jones with it now. Over to Viel. Viel tries to get to O'Connor. She can't quite handle it, but the puck moves forward into the Ridley zone. Bray now with it along the boards. Help play Gardner. Ridley will finally get possession and skate it out of the zone. 2-on-2 here. Jones blocks the shot into the corner. Goes and gets it behind the net. Gets it ahead to Bray. Bray tries to get it to Gardner. Oh, and she's just offside. What's that? Is it where the pass is made from? But which is... I don't know. I don't understand why the face-off rule is exactly this. Yeah. Jones slips it ahead. McMullen is there first. McKinnon now battling behind the net for it with McMullen. Some pushing and shoving. The puck comes out loose. Picked up by Ridley. Cross-ice pass. I'll get it to center and send it in deep. Go for a change. Ryu stops it up behind her net. Taken by Jones. Jones over to Viel. Viel up the middle to McKinnon. McKinnon drops it back to McMullen. McMullen spins on her backhand. Takes a shot. Oh, I think goalie get a piece of that. Deflected over the net. McMullen behind the net now. Trees tries the centering pass. Poke checked away by the goalie. Loose puck. Battled for. Really had a piece of it, but Nepean comes away with McMullen now. Back to Donaldson. Morgan Donaldson from the middle. Her shot deflects into the corner. Houston along the boards now. Gets kicked free for Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth works it back to Gibbs. Gibbs over to Morgan Donaldson. She backhands it into the corner. Hollingsworth goes after it. Longo battles along the boards. It really gets possession and they'll skate it out. Gibbs stops up the board. Longo picks up the loose puck. Ridley with double passes. Quick shot on net. Ryu is right there though to make the save. 2:12 to go. 6-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Shot count at this point 56-22 in favor of the Wildcats. No shortage of shots being counted at least. Not sure how accurate that count is, but it's a lot of shots. It's a lot of shots. On the boards, Ridley maintains control and flips it into deep into the corner. Longo battles along the boards. Melville trying to pick up the loose puck. Bella Donaldson also there behind the net. Melville comes away with it, gets over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth across center ice and into the zone. Along the boards. Behind the net, picked up by Samiga. Picked off by O'Connor along the board. She'll try and skate towards the Ridley net. She's got it in the corner. Plays it behind the net. Chases after it. Ridley now skating it out through the middle. Bray on the forecheck. Ridley's pass picked off by Mulvihill. She has the puck knocked away. Ridley comes back the other way. Banned on the shot as O'Connor picks up the loose puck. Now Gardner and O'Connor battle in the corner for it. Isabella Donaldson comes away with it. Behind her net. Surveys the situation. Spins back. The one forechecker. Over to Mulvihill. Mulvihill ahead to O'Connor. O'Connor skates it forward. Tries to stop at the blue line. Has it knocked away. Bray goes in after it. Gardner tries to play it along the boards now. Gardner in at the ringette line. Sends it towards the net. Deflects just through the crease and wide. Malay McMullen getting a piece of that puck. As Ridley comes back the other way. Houston in the corner. Looks ahead to Gardner. Gardner over to McMullen. She's got Houston trailing. Makes a couple of stick handle moves. As time runs out, Wildcats win this game 6-0. 3 goals from Maggie Houston. And a shot count of 57-22. Wildcats back at it on Tuesday night at 8:30. An exhibition game against Bourget College. See you then. Thanks for watching.